It is Seahawks Today by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. Appreciate you joining us. On today's show, we will get you set for the Seahawks matchup against the Los Angeles Rams, the regular season finale for your Seattle Seahawks as they try to make the playoffs. If you want to beat the Los Angeles Rams, here's what I need you to do. I need you to like today's video. And what do we tell you from time to time here? It's scientifically proven the Seahawks have a better chance of winning if you like the video. Last week, the Seahawks won, and it was because of all the likes that we got on last week's video. And you may be saying to yourself, well, that just sounds silly. Don't jinx it. Just don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. You're not that guy. Like today's video if you want to beat the Rams, and we'll get started with today's show. The final week of the season in the National Football League. The Rams come in with a 5-11 record. The Seahawks at 8-8. Things have not obviously gone as planned for the LA Rams off of defending the Super Bowl and have really struggled for much of this year. But they had a spark in the last month with the addition of Baker Mayfield. The last time these two teams played, Baker Mayfield was not in Los Angeles yet. So everything that you knew about this matchup, you said, okay, wow, the Seahawks pulled off a road win last time around. That was great. But this is a different team than what Seattle faced when they played a month ago. Seattle in a circumstance where they have to win this game in order to move on and get to the playoffs. What's at stake, you may be asking? For Seattle to get to the postseason, you got to win this game. And then you got to hope that the Packers lose to the Green Bay Packers. That game will be on Sunday Night Football, which will follow the Seahawks and the Rams game. So both scenarios happen back-to-back. We will know by the end of Sunday night whether Seattle is in the postseason or not officially if they beat the Los Angeles Rams. The odds show Seattle's pretty decent favorite at home, 7 points. Over-under at 41.5 for this game. So who do you got? Let us know in the comment section. Type SEA for Seattle. Type LAR for the LA Rams. Let me know in the comment section who you going with. What's your bets going to be? Are you going with the Seahawks or are you going with the Rams? SEA for Seattle. LAR for the Rams. First question for the Seahawks on the injury front is about Tyler Lockett. The Seahawks star receiver dealt with a lower leg injury in Sunday's win against the Jets. And if you recall, a couple of weeks prior, Tyler Lockett dealt with a hand injury, forced him to miss a little bit of time. Pete Carroll said the hand injury seems to be okay. But as far as it goes with this leg injury, it would appear that Tyler Lockett is on track to be able to play this week. CBS Sports doesn't even have him listed on the injury report anymore. He's questionable, as is Abraham Lucas, Ryan Neal, Travis Homer, and Phil Haynes, also questionable for Seattle when it comes to the injury front there. Meanwhile, for the Rams have already been eliminated, but Aaron Donald, as well as a couple other notable players, also questionable for this game. Honestly, I'd be surprised if we see Aaron Donald play with nothing really to gain at this point for him and for this Rams team with where they're at, trying to get draft capital at this point in time. Today's show is sponsored by Fume. Be smart, don't start. Kick the habit and put it out before it puts you out. Fume is a natural diffusive device that uses plants and behavioral science to help you trade out your negative habit for a positive one. Fume is not a vape. It's a non-electronic device designed to transform your negative habits. Instead of pods filled with potentially harmful chemicals like a vape, Fume uses cores infused with plants like peppermint and cinnamon for delicious natural flavors. Fume's new version 2 model is snappy and tactile with an adjustable airflow dial and a magnetic end cap. Your fingers will always have something to do. It's Fume's goal to make switching easy and even enjoyable. They have thousands of 5-star reviews from people just like who you've successfully switched when other solutions just didn't work. Head to tryfume.com/chatsports and use code chatsports to save 10% off when you get the Journey Pack today. The Journey Pack comes with 3 unique flavors and the new version 2 Fume to help kickstart your positive habits. That's tryfum.com/chatsports and use code chatsports to save an additional 10% off your order today. All right, let's go to keys to victory now. What's it going to take for your Seattle Seahawks to beat the Los Angeles Rams? Well, I begin with Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield has played a lot better football here the last few weeks since he paired up with Sean McVay and the LA Rams. But the thing I point to, when you look back at Baker's career, whether it was in Cleveland or whether it was in Carolina, Baker, when you force him into mistakes, things tend to kind of go downhill from there. And if I'm Seattle, I'm doing everything I can to force Baker into trying to turn the football over, whether it's through interceptions or fumbles, either one. Stats for Baker since joining the Rams, he has played really well. You're talking about a guy who had 2 touchdowns and only 4 incompletions against Denver. The Vegas game, where he had 230 yards and a touchdown, included a 98-yard game-winning drive in which the Rams were in a situation where they didn't even have Baker for a day or two. He had just showed up, barely knew the playbook, and led them to a comeback win. He and Sean McVay have been a very good pairing. But think about this, and Seattle's into things. The Seahawks defense has forced 15 fumbles this season. That's the 3rd most in the NFL. But the Seahawks are 1-6 when not forcing a fumble this year. So while we focus on the interceptions, Baker has only thrown 1 pick since joining the Rams. Getting the interceptions would be nice, but don't forget about forcing fumbles either. Either way, the Seahawks have to create turnovers and cause problems for Baker Mayfield. 12th, this is a rivalry game. Defending Super Bowl champs, the Seahawks are facing here. We've seen some great games between these teams over the years. I know you don't like the Rams. I know you want to win this game badly. So, spam FLA in the comment section. LA's a dirty city anyway. Spam FLA in the comment section, and let's make them hear us all the way from Los Angeles. Number 2 on keys to victory for the Seahawks, tackle somebody. Anybody, please tackle somebody. Listen to this. I was a little shocked when I read this number, although I probably shouldn't have been, but get this, folks. The Seahawks have allowed 14 broken tackles since Week 14. That's the most in the National Football League. No other team has allowed more tackles than the Seattle Seahawks. That is ridiculous, and that can't be happening. Cam Akers, very good running back. You got guys like Tyler Higbee and others who are starting to gel on this offense for the Rams. Can't let them get away with extra yardage. Got to wrap up. You don't have Jordyn Brooks there. Cody Barton, these guys got to do their job and can't allow these broken tackles. Tackle somebody as far as I'm concerned. Number 3 in our keys to victory, run the damn ball, okay? Look, the Seahawks has been pretty simple. When you looked at the games they've won this year and the job that they've done, every game for the most part this year that they've won, they've ran the ball well, and every game that they've lost, for the most part, they have not run the ball well. Pretty simple. Kenneth Walker, the last 2 weeks, he's rushed for 240 yards. He's on a tear right now. He looks to be 100% healthy, comparably speaking to what he was a few weeks ago. And also, there's a chance for Kenneth Walker to reach some milestones this week. He's 64 yards away from 1,000 for the season. He's also 1 TD away from 10 touchdowns for 2022 as well. I mean, that puts him right in the Rookie of the Year conversation. It has been a hell of a season for Kenneth Walker. Not only would you like to see the Seahawks get the win, obviously, but I would love to see Kenneth Walker break 1,000 yards and get to that 10-touchdown mark, and it'd certainly be remarkable for the Seahawks running back. Should Kenneth Walker win Rookie of the Year? If you think he should, type Y for yes. If not, type in for no. Let me know in the comment section. Y for yes, in for no, if KW3, K9 should be Rookie of the Year. If you love your Seattle Seahawks, this is the channel just for you. We are covering the Seahawks each and every day with the latest news and rumors. We also have our post-game recaps, game previews like you're seeing right here. We have our live shows on Wednesdays and our watch parties every single game day, including this Sunday for the Seahawks and the Rams. We'll get started about 30 minutes prior to kickoff, and then we will continue things with our live game reaction, have a few drinks in hand, our post-game show as well. And if the Seahawks do what they need to do and take care of the Rams, we will continue the party into the Packers-Lions game and watch the Seahawks playoff fate right before our very eyes together to see if they make the playoffs or not. They get in, as mentioned earlier, with a Packers loss. So stay with us. We got a full day ahead coming up on Sunday afternoon here on the channel. Subscribe now for free. Keys to victory number 4. Got to start fast. Look, this Seahawks team has done a really good job of getting out to quick leads. And you look back at what they did last week against the New York Jets. Started out 17-3 with 14:15 to go in the second quarter. They really set the tempo right away. And I think all of us, we were watching at the time, we said to ourselves, wow, I remember when the Seahawks did this earlier in the season. It was refreshing, and it set the pace for the rest of the game. Well, the stats for Seattle this season, they're averaging about 5.7 points per game in the first quarter, a little under a touchdown, which is tied for third in the NFL for the highest points in the first quarter. They are really good at getting off to fast starts. Need a fast start again, set that tempo early, and really just kind of make a statement of sorts to that Rams team. Got to get off to a fast start as far as I'm concerned. Last key to victory for the Seahawks. This is Cody Barton's time to shine. I mean, I said this earlier in the week, and I'll reiterate once again. This Sunday is the most important game of Cody Barton's career. You don't have Jordyn Brooks involved. You got a playoff berth on the line here. Cody Barton, it's been a lot of peaks and valleys for Cody Barton in his NFL career, and in particular this season. A lot of ups and downs. Cody Barton's got to be ready to go. He's got to be ready to play and give his best effort. And it's not going to be good enough just for him to do his part. He's got to pick up the load of what's going to be lacking for not having Jordyn Brooks there leading that defense in that linebacker spot. Cody Barton, got to step up, got to have a big day. You tell me in the comments section who will be the Seahawks MVP against the Rams. Will it be Cody Barton? Will it be Kenneth Walker? Will it be Geno Smith? Tyler Lockett? Who will it be? Let me know in the comments section below who the MVP for Seattle will be against the Rams. Before I give you my pick for Sunday's game, let's go ahead and recap our keys to victory for Seattle. Got to force Baker to make mistakes. Got to tackle somebody. Can't be giving up those missed tackles anymore. Run the damn ball with Kenneth Walker. Run it effectively. Start fast. Get rolling right out of the jump. And Cody Barton's going to have a big day as well. If the Seahawks do all those things, I think you're talking about a win. I expect this game to be close. I like Baker Mayfield. If you've been watching this channel in the offseason, you would know I do like Baker Mayfield a lot. I think Baker's going to give the Seahawks all they can handle. They've played a lot of close games this year. I don't think this week's going to be any exception. I like the Seahawks to win, but in a close game down to the wire, 31-27, they get the job done. Crystal ball time before we go. Predict the score. What will it be on Sunday between the Seahawks and the Rams? We already asked you who we thought was going to win the game. Now what will the score be? Let us know in the comments section below. As always, you interact with me on social media, Twitter and Instagram, at Tyler Jones Live, as well as Facebook, and I'll see you next time right here on Seahawks Today.